Chair Charlie Shear,
Here.
Vice Chair Brett Evans,
Here.
Mary Karam,
Here.
and Spence Redwine.
Here.
Thank you.
All right. Again, welcome everybody this morning. Just a little housekeeping before we actually get into our meeting this morning. Got a little feedback on my microphone there. Planning and Zoning Commission is a recommending body. Our decisions today, with the exception of plats and site plans, which are final, and our decision will be passed on to the City Council for final approval in their meeting, which would be on September the 8th. Thank you, sir. We're going to, when we get to the individual case, if you're here to speak in favor or against, we're going to give you the opportunity. I think the only case we have today would be I think it's a zoning case, so it's a public hearing. So we'll give you the opportunity to speak. Would ask that you come forward, give your name and address for the record, and there'll be no time limits today. I don't think that'll be necessary, and we'll give you the opportunity to speak again, either for or against. All right, before we get into that, we need to, items for consideration would be to just hold the report discussion on act on the minutes from our August the 11th meeting. Are there any errors, omissions, additions, deletions need to be made to the minutes?
There's one small typing error. It should be Commissioner Karam under Commission Action number 3.
Okay. Got a typo? Anything else? Okay. Seeing none, the chair will entertain a motion.
I move to approve the minutes as amended.
Second.
All right, have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. All right, let's move on. Mr. Medina.
Thank you and good morning. It's a little loud. Item 4A, receive report, hold a discussion, and make a recommendation on a request for approval of a rezone of Block 13, lots 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the original town plat, Denison, Texas, from light industrial to single family. I want to add that this is a public hearing. The applicant is requesting to rezone the property from light industrial to single family 5. The comprehensive plan shows this area to be developed as residential neighborhood. Staff recommends approval. Here's the subject property here. As you can see, it's directly to the west of the rail line, north of downtown. See on the corner of Lamar and Walker. Again, this is 5 lots. And as you can see, the area around this property to the north and to the west is predominantly developed as single family. It appears to be there is another light industrial use to the south. I think it's some sort of auto repair shop, automotive business. Here's the current zoning map. Now, this is that part of town where it's kind of spotty, where you do have some single-family residences that are zoned commercial, but they're predominantly and consistently engaged in single-family use. So this would also help to, this rezone would also help to clean that up a little bit more as we move forward. Here's a survey of the property. As you can see, based on my review, it's already broken up into 5 separate single-family style lots, right? The general 50 by 100 size. I'm present for any questions that you may have, and again, this is a public hearing and we recommend approval.
Just a curiosity question, that strange shape that projects into the property, what is that?
So I did some research and I couldn't figure out who owns it or kind of what it might have been. Looked at the survey here and it doesn't appear to be on the survey. So I'm gonna go by interpretation of the title survey that this is probably just a mistake on the map. When the surveyor signs the survey and seals it, they're basically putting their license on the line saying that this is accurate. So this is what we're reviewing.
It almost looks like an access road for somebody's home behind it or something like that.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
You have.
It's an old right-of-way from the railroad.
Oh,
They
okay.
never used it. It was there in case they wanted to offload or unload things, many years ago. But it's actually not owned by the railroad. So
Been vacated. It
That's
was
a
probably,
very, very, very old.
it was probably a spur right away as
It
well.
was a spur, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like to be that would be irrelevant too whenever they're getting ready to
Right.
build and develop.
Well, the
Yeah.
way it dead ends there, that's,
It's kind of odd.
doesn't look
It's
like
very
your
strange.
usual
Yeah.
right of way. Yeah. Cool, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Anything else, staff? I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but in the picture that he showed us originally, I believe the houses, just, there you go. Those houses there on the north side, if you'll look at those are every one from 201 all the way down to the end. Those are new houses. So this has been redeveloped. I personally think it would be a disgrace not to redevelop that into residential. I mean, I wouldn't want us to wind up seeing some sort of commercial use built right across the street. And if you look to the left of Lamar Street, you're gonna see a new house there as well. So this whole thing is gonna probably eventually, it'll probably eventually all be residential at some point in time, when it's all said and done. So, anyway. Okay, thank you, Bill. Anybody here to speak in favor of this request?
Well, we own it, so it's hopefully it'll help us out.
Okay.
We thought it was
So-
all residential when we bought it. Go ahead.
I'm John Drazy, and this is Ted Stevens.
Okay. And could you give me an address for the record, please?
346 Judge Elliott Road, Sherman.
Okay, all right.
You
Y'all
want
have any
mine?
questions for the owners?
I don't.
Are you guys gonna build houses there?
Oh,
Is that what
yeah.
your plan is?
We've got two going right now on Nelson, one on Nelson and one on Munson.
Okay.
And we want to do the same thing here, some starter homes,
Sure.
1,300 or so, 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
We did two that we sold in March on East Shepherd, a block south of our Nelson house, and about 2 blocks from our Munson house. So we're kind of over there by the Lamar,
Yeah.
over there. And these came up, a realtor friend told us about them, and, we've had to do a lot of development on, the lots have been just crazy,
Yeah.
this and that.
Oh, yeah.
Wooded.
Wooded.
I've got two under construction on
We
Shepherd
saw
right
these
now.
lots and went, oh my gosh, it's flat, we can build something so easy on it,
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta have these, so the problem is, I asked them if it was zoned, oh yeah, it's zoned, no problem, and we did a little research after, of course. If you don't buy it immediately here, it's so hot, if you don't get it quick,
You'll lose it.
everybody's like, why don't you do your due diligence, well, the problem is,
Right.
if you wait, someone else is gonna have it. We've lost 4 or 5 lots literally by an hour
Yeah.
because somebody else beat us to just, within hours of it becoming listed or
That's
whatever. So it's a good thing Denison's hot, but we said, let's get it before somebody else does, and so we bought them. But we thought they were zoned residential, and so that's kind of where we're asking you
Okay.
guys to help us out.
Anything else? Warren?
I just think that that's a good addition to add, because like Terry said, there are houses across the street, so that'll make more of a neighborhood.
Well, this will make, we got 8 lots total after,
Where?
we got one on MLK. Well, we got
Oh.
a bunch of lots now, so hopefully the idea is we've designed about 5 or 6 houses that fit that 50 by 170, 50 by 150, whatever, lot. They're all 30 foot. I've got one that's got, carport and 2-car carport that still looks nice. We try to do really good curb appeal. I think our houses are some of the prettiest ones in town, but I might be a little bit biased. We design them ourselves and then build them ourselves. So, I mean, we're excited about it here. That's why we bought so many lots. Hopefully, problem is we bought so much that the prices have jumped. I mean, they've doubled in a year. So that kind of messes with you a little bit on appraisals when you build. But hopefully we can continue to. We paid good money, big money for these here. But again, flat lots, very hard to find. So we're excited.
Okay, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I think one thing I would like to add that would just, I think, be a request from us, since you're going to do 5 lots in a row, would be to vary the elevations a little bit, not have the same exact looking home all next to each other in a row.
Yeah, they're all different.
Sure, that's
Awesome.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Appreciate that.
Okay, anyone else here to speak in favor? Anyone here to speak against? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close the public hearing, and I will entertain a motion.
I move to recommend approval of the ordinance to change the zoning of the subject properties from light industrial to single-family 5.
Second.
I have a motion with a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. Anything else, Mr. Medina? That's it? Okay. Well, in that case, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a,
Second.
okay, second. So I have first by Mary, second by Spence.
Brett.
Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All right, we stand adjourned at 10:11 a.m.
That's the quickest meeting we've ever had.
That's the record.
10 minutes.
That's a record.